what do you guys look for in a musician in this particular case, and a singer when you're looking for somebody? What do you look for them? What do you want in them? And also, how important is social media now? Would you look more at somebody who has a bigger following, or would you look at the same way at that person if they had only 1,000 views but they're as talented?
For me personally, it's going to boil down to the songs first. First, it's got to be, that's the structure of the whole thing. Then I'm going to pull back and, okay, well, what do they look like? What's their angle? What's their gimmick? And then I'm going to pull back even further and say, okay, where can this go? What's the ceiling that it can hit? And then furthermore, then it's, okay, who are the partners that, say I were to sign somebody, and I've signed bands that had no partners yet. Who are the people that I could enlist to help me to go and wage this war, because that's what it is. And then there's going to be different levels of, okay, this works, this doesn't work, I love it, but it's going nowhere. Is it going to be a passion project, but in 10 years am I still going to be going, nobody cares? There's just a myriad of questions you're going to ask. For me, when I go see somebody live or I hear an album, I start, not that I'm an artist, I'm a suit, but I get a bit of a vision of, okay, if I start today, what am I going to do? Who are the first 5 calls I'm going to make to excite somebody else? What are the first opportunities that I'm going to chase? And if I get that vision, I feel it's a good match. If I don't get the vision, or it feels very formulaic to me, I leave it on the table. I can only speak for me that I operate out of passion. If I'm excited, there's a great gimmick. One of my artists, they perform all in costume as Satanic Pope. That's awesome to me. Each different agent, at least in the music space, they have their specialties. You want to find that, you want someone who has that.
Your groove.
Yeah, your groove, exactly. So, and then someone has a vision for you. That's ultimately what matters to me, because I'm in the career business. Not everybody is, but I look for a career. Where are we going to be in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? Can we be here in 15 years? Or is there's 2 years tops and the clock is already ticking? Typically, I run from those things. But maybe there's other people that there are people that are very good at that game. It just depends what you're looking for.
And I'd say, in general, any industry, music or anything, read industry trades. Read Billboard. Read, blogs that are highly trafficked, and see what else is out there, and see how you can differentiate yourself without taking away from the art. Gimmicks are great and they work, but make yourself different in some way so that you get noticed, because there's a lot of noise.
When you finally get that meeting or that chance to talk to somebody, show you're knowledgeable. I had somebody come to the office through a business associate where she did all the theater things in college, and she said, I want to go to work as an agent or in business, in theater or something. I said, have you read this magazine? Have you read this paper? Did you ever look at what the box office is on Broadway? You're going to get in the door. What are you going to talk about? It's not going to come to you. You got to come to it. You got to work at it. I'd like to take personal privilege and let the third young lady come up next. That's you who just turned around. No, next
in the
one.
purple.
Are you done?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I want you to come next.
Well, that leads into what I was going to say. I'm an old lady, and I've learned how to be funny in improv. And after I had cancer, I went to the neighborhood playhouse and was acting on the East Side. And I'd like to find an agent so that I can get into a theater or film or, I guess, whatever. Just whatever.
Have you seen old Jews telling dirty jokes?
I think the best thing I've seen in years. Absolutely great. So that's why I came. How does one find somebody who says, oh, I can facilitate this person. I can help them move. So that's why I came to this.
It doesn't mean older people can't get into entertainment, but you'll find that most of the older people who are in entertainment started it young and were so good that they got to be old. The truth is, it's very difficult to break in. It would be a freak of nature.
I'd like to be a freak of nature.
I get it.
Thank you very much.
Stick with it.
Hi. Specifically in your experience as an agent, what is the most valuable medium for you to find talent? Is it in the interns that you mentioned go out to see these bands live? Or do you think a lot of the way it's trending right now is all online, YouTube, social media, self-promotion blogs? Or do you still think a large portion of the value is in building relationships, word of mouth, references?
Every place.
Yeah.
I found some of my most recent acts from magazines. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but there's a couple UK magazines that I get religiously, and I look forward to them every month. And invariably, I find a band that I like and will be a fan of, or a band that I've gone after. That doesn't mean the internet isn't helpful, but it's so crowded. You just don't know. It could be a phone call from someone that you didn't think, you're like, I'm not taking that call, but you decided to take it. That cold email that comes in and you just decide to click versus delete it. You don't know. Sometimes that, my mom going, hey, so-and-so has a band. Yeah, thanks, Mom. Maybe I should actually pay attention. You don't know. And this is so corny and so trite, but it's a relationship business. The people, they say this to bands all the time, as bands go up like this. They're going to come back down eventually. 99 times out of 100, they're coming back down, so they'll see the same people that they were rude to in the small clubs when they're going up as they're coming back down. And so you always be mindful how you treat people, so you just never know who, be nice to that intern. That intern might be running things in 5 years and might remember that you were the one person that was nice to them.
Yeah, we were all interns and assistants and whatever at some point, and so be nice to the little people for sure, and just do all the platforms, every resource you have.
Yeah.
Do it all.
You can't cover it all, so find the things that are most comfortable for you. I can only check probably 5 to 10 news websites a day for music. It's just, after all, it's daunting. There's too many bands. I'll ask my assistants, please help me. What does this sound like? Is this any good?
Everything begins to sound the same
Exactly.
by 3 o'clock.
Exactly, but find the mediums you like. I hate Twitter. I understand why people enjoy it. It's annoying to me. But I enjoy Instagram. I find that's a much more interesting medium to use. And I still very much like print media. I know it makes me sound old, but I really like it.
Thank you.